Welcome. Today, I want to tell you something that might change your life forever. Not just your career, not just your health, but your entire mindset. For years, people around you have said, work hard, work harder, sleep less, hustle more, success will come. But what if I told you that many people who are struggling are not lazy? They are just working in the wrong way. They are running in the wrong direction. They are climbing the wrong ladder. They are burning out. Not because they don't try, but because they're trying too hard, without thinking smart. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen someone who works all day, but never moves forward in life? They're always tired, always busy, always stressed. But their bank account stays the same. Their skills don't grow. Their dreams don't come true. Why? Because working harder is not enough. If you don't work smart, all your hard work becomes wasted energy. There's a better way, a smarter way, a way to get more results with less stress, a way to move forward in life without destroying your peace of mind, a way to live, grow, and succeed without working like a robot. And in this video, I'm going to show you how. Step by step. In very simple English, you will understand, you will feel it, and you will never go back to the old way of working. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Clarity is more powerful than effort. A man who knows where he's going can walk slower and still arrive faster. Let me give you a simple story. Imagine two men in a forest. One is running fast, cutting trees, sweating, moving quickly. The other is walking slowly, but with a map in his hand. Who will reach the treasure first? The second man. Why? Because he has clarity. He knows where the treasure is. He doesn't waste energy running in the wrong direction. The truth. Most people in life are like the first man. They wake up and start working without a plan. They do 10 things at once. They feel busy, but they are going nowhere. They work harder, but stay in the same place. They answer emails, check messages, do small tasks, stay busy all day, but their real dreams stay far away. This is called fake productivity. It feels like work, but it's not creating success. Smart work means you know your goal clearly. You ask, what are the 3 most important things I must do today to move forward? You focus only on those things. You don't chase 100 rabbits. You chase one. Imagine 2 students. Student A studies for 10 hours every day. He reads every chapter, highlights everything, rewrites notes. But he doesn't know which topics are most important. He's working hard, but blindly. Student B studies only 3 hours a day, but before studying, he asks, what questions are always asked in exams? What topics are most repeated? He focuses only on those first. Who will score better? Student B, because he worked smarter. If the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall, every step you take is a step in the wrong direction. That's what happens when you work hard without clarity. You're climbing, but you're not growing. What should you do now? Write your one main goal for the month. For example, I want to get better at speaking English. I want to grow my business by 20%. I want to lose 5 kilograms in a healthy way. Break it into 3 weekly tasks. Then break each week into small daily actions. Every morning, ask, what are the 3 most important things I must do today? Not 10, just 3. Do them first, before checking your phone, before replying to messages. Most people write long to-do lists. 20 tasks, so much pressure, so much confusion. Instead, write a success list, only the top 3 tasks that create the biggest results. That's what CEOs do. That's what champions do. They don't do more. They do what matters. Working hard is important, but working smart is 10 times more powerful. Hard work makes you tired. Smart work makes you better. Lesson 2. Your energy is more valuable than your time. Imagine this. You have 10 hours today, but you feel tired, sleepy, irritated, low on energy. What can you do with those 10 hours? Almost nothing. Now imagine you have just 3 hours today, but your mind is fresh, body is active, heart is full of passion. What can you do in those 3 hours? Almost anything. This is the secret that 98% people miss. They keep chasing time management, but they forget about energy management. You don't need more hours in the day. You need more energy in your body and brain. Because your energy is your real fuel. If your fuel is low, you can't drive far, even if you have a Ferrari. Most people are exhausted, not because they're doing too much, but because they are doing the wrong things, with the wrong people, in the wrong way, without rest, without joy, without direction. This is not hard work. This is self-destruction. Let's fix it. Let's say there are 2 people in an office. Employee A works 12 hours a day, skips lunch, doesn't sleep well, drinks 5 cups of coffee, constantly checking messages, emails, meetings, always busy, always stressed. By 6 p.m., tired, angry, burned out. Employee B works only 6 hours, eats clean, sleeps early, walks every morning, doesn't multitask, sits for 2 hours of deep focus work, says no to useless tasks. By 6 p.m., calm, energized, finished his goals. Who is smarter? Employee B. He doesn't waste his energy. He uses it wisely. And that's the real game. Why most people fail. People think they're lazy. But the truth is, they're running on low battery. They are trying to do big things, with a mind full of stress and a body that's not rested. That's like trying to run a marathon, with no food, no water, and no shoes. You can't do it. Not because you're weak, but because you're empty. And here's the reality. Smart people protect their energy like rich people protect their money. Think of your energy like a bank account. You have 100 energy points every day. Here's how hard workers spend them. 30 points. Worrying about the future. 20 points. Multitasking with phone and laptop. 15 points. Pleasing others. 10 points. Arguing with negative people. 10 points. Doing tasks that don't matter. 10 points. Saying yes to every small request. 5 points. Real work. Left over. By the end of the day, they're drained. They're angry. They feel like failures. Now let's see how smart workers spend them. 20 points. Sleep early, wake up refreshed. 10 points. Walk, move, stretch the body. 10 points. Eat real food, drink water. 5 points. Avoid toxic people. 5 points. Avoid phone before noon. 50 points. Focused, deep, clear work on one goal. By the end of the day, they still have energy left. They feel happy. They made progress. And tomorrow, they'll do even more. Your energy is highest in the morning. But most people waste their golden hours by checking Instagram, replying to messages, watching random videos, eating heavy breakfast, thinking about yesterday. That's like starting your day with garbage in your brain. You want to be different? Use your first 2 hours for your most important task. No phone, no social media, just you, your goal, and deep work. This habit alone can change your life. 7 smart ways to protect your energy. 1. Say no more often. Stop saying yes to things you hate. Every yes to others is a no to your dreams. 2. Sleep like a champion. Your brain resets when you sleep. 7 to 8 hours of real sleep equals superbrain. 3. Move your body. Your brain gets stronger when your body moves. Walk, stretch, dance, just move. 4. Eat for energy, not emotion. Don't eat to feel better. Eat to fuel your fire. Fruits, water, nuts, clean meals equals more focus. 5. Guard your mind. Avoid toxic news, gossip, and negativity. Protect your peace like your life depends on it. Because it does. 6. Create a daily energy ritual. Example: wake up, water. 10 deep breaths, short walk, journal your goal, start task. 7. Work in deep focus blocks. Use the Pomodoro method. 25 minutes full focus. 5 minutes break. Repeat. This is smarter than 4 hours of distracted multitasking. You don't need more time. You need more focus, more recovery, more protection of your inner fire. Because the truth is, 1 hour of powerful energy can create more results than 10 hours of tired effort. This is how top performers win. Not by doing more, but by doing what matters most. With full energy. Don't just manage your calendar, manage your energy. Before chasing success, make sure you have the strength to carry it. You are not a robot. You are a human being, with emotion, with limits, with fire inside you. Protect that fire. Because once you learn to protect your energy, you will no longer need to chase success. Success will start chasing you. Lessons 3. Leverage, the secret weapon of smart people. Most people try to improve their life like this. I must work more hours. I must try harder. I must push more. I must do everything myself. This is the mindset that leads to burnout, exhaustion, stress, slow progress, frustration, feeling stuck, losing motivation, losing time, losing health. But smart people, leaders, millionaires, top performers, they don't ask, how can I work harder? They ask, how can I make this easier, faster, smarter, automatic, scalable? They use leverage. This is the difference between tired people and powerful people. And today, you'll learn this in the deepest, clearest, most powerful way possible. Leverage means using tools, systems, skills, people, or technology to multiply your results without multiplying your effort. It means using one action to create 10 times, 50 times, even 100 times results. Let me show you something powerful. This story changed millions of lives. In a small village, 2 men were hired to carry water from the river to the houses. Man A carried 2 buckets of water every day, walking up and down, 10 hours of physical effort. He got paid for each bucket. Man B also carried buckets at first, but after work, he spent 2 hours every day building a pipe system. No one understood why. Weeks passed, months passed. Man A was still carrying buckets, sweating, tired, back pain, long hours. Man B finished the pipe. Now water flowed automatically from the river to the village. The result? Man A still earned from his buckets. Man B earned money even while sleeping. Man A needed physical energy. Man B needed zero energy. Man A worked harder and harder. Man B worked smarter, they once, and earned forever. Man A used labor. Man B used leverage. Because most people today are bucket carriers. They do everything manually. They repeat the same tasks every day. They waste hours on things that can be automated. They do work that doesn't grow. They use their body more than their brain. You don't want this life. You want pipe-building life. You want leverage. There are 5 major types of leverage, and if you use even one of them, your life will upgrade instantly. Let's go deep. 1. Tool leverage. One tool can save you 100 hours. This means using technology that does the work for you. Examples: using templates instead of writing everything from zero. Using apps to schedule your week. Using AI to create scripts or notes. Using reminders instead of relying on memory. Using automation to send emails or post content. Using voice typing instead of typing every sentence. A normal worker writes the same email 20 times a week. A smart worker makes one template and uses it 20 times. He saves 5 to 10 hours every week, forever. Same work, less effort, smarter result. 2. People leverage. You don't become powerful by doing everything yourself. You become powerful by creating a system where others support you. This means delegating or outsourcing tasks that drain your time. This is not weakness. This is strategic power. Why? Because your time is limited. But the world has millions of people with skills you don't have. Smart people use that power. A business owner trying to handle marketing, sales, editing, accounting, emails, design, customer service will collapse. But a smart business owner hires 3 to 5 people and grows 10 times faster. 3. Skill leverage. The right skill multiplies your value without multiplying your effort. One skill can change everything. Like, learning English multiplies opportunities. Learning communication makes you more powerful. Learning negotiation increases your income. Learning time management creates freedom. Learning marketing increases your value. Learning public speaking transforms your confidence. One skill gives you better salary, faster opportunities, less stress, more clarity, higher success. This is leverage. 4. Automation leverage. Automation means systems that work without you. Every tiny automation saves energy. Every tiny shortcut removes stress. Smart people don't repeat tasks, they automate them. 5. Knowledge leverage. If you know what others don't, you move 10 times faster. This is the most powerful form of leverage. Knowledge saves years of struggle. Reading one book gives you someone's lifetime experience. One course can show you shortcuts others discover in 20 years. One mentor can save you thousands of mistakes. One YouTube video can explain something in 10 minutes. One idea can change your entire direction. Knowledge is leverage because it lets you skip pain, skip confusion, skip bad paths. Knowledge makes you smarter faster. People always say, rich people are lucky. Rich people don't work. They have an easy life. But here is the truth. Rich people don't work harder. They work smarter. They use systems, automation, teams, knowledge, money, tools, skills, networks. This is why their results grow even when they rest. Poor and middle-class people try to do everything alone. Rich people build systems that work for them. Like, working hard equals writing every note by hand. Working smart equals using voice to text and finishing in 5 minutes. Working hard equals searching for files daily. Working smart equals organizing your folder one time and saving hundreds of hours. Working hard equals posting content manually every day. Working smart equals scheduling it once a week through an app. Working hard equals doing all house chores alone. Working smart equals dividing responsibilities with family members. Working hard equals trying to remember everything. Working smart equals using reminders, planners, and checklists. Working hard equals learning English without structure. Working smart equals following a daily 30-minute plan focused on speaking, listening, vocabulary. Working hard equals arguing with toxic people. Working smart equals protecting peace and walking away. Working hard equals trying to solve every problem alone. Working smart equals asking someone who already knows. That 5-minute advice can save 5 years of mistakes. If something can be automated, automate it. If something can be delegated, delegate it. If something can be simplified, simplify it. If something can be learned quickly, learn it. If something wastes energy, stop it. If something gives 10 times results, do it. This is how you escape the trap of hard work and enter the world of smart work. Leverage is not cheating. Leverage is intelligence. Hard work builds strength. Smart work builds success. You don't need to struggle. You need better systems. You need better tools. You need better habits. You need leverage. Because when you use leverage, you work less. You achieve more. You feel happier. You stay energized. You grow faster. You move smarter. You live with purpose. This is the life you deserve. Lesson 4. Focus on results, not busyness. There's a dangerous lie that millions of people believe. If I stay busy, I'm doing great. If I work all day, I'm productive. If I feel tired at night, I must be successful. Wrong. Being busy and being productive are two completely different things. A busy person feels active. A productive person creates impact. One is noise. The other is progress. And the truth is, busyness is a form of laziness. It looks like effort, but it hides the fact that you're avoiding the real, difficult work that actually changes your life. Let me ask you this, and answer it honestly. How many times have you spent the whole day doing something, but at night felt like you achieved nothing? How many times have you opened your laptop, replied to 30 emails, watched 10 videos, did a few things here and there, but your main goal didn't move even 1 inch? That's not progress. That's motion without meaning. That's fake work. And if you do this every day, you can work for years and stay in the same place. Here's what happens when you focus on being busy instead of being effective. You feel proud, but have no results. You're always tired, but never fulfilled. You sacrifice time, but don't grow. You get frustrated, angry, and confused. You start to doubt yourself. You burn out. You quit. All this just because you forgot to focus on the right things. There were 2 writers. Writer A said, "I'm going to write all day long." He opened 10 tabs, researched quotes, organized folders, changed font styles, drank coffee, answered calls, sat for 8 hours. But at the end of the day, he wrote only 2 paragraphs. Writer B said, "I'll give myself 90 minutes, no phone, no distractions, just write." She shut the door, put her phone away, focused. In 90 minutes, she wrote 3 full pages. Now tell me, who worked smart, who was busy, and who was effective? Writer A worked long hours. Writer B produced real results. What are the 3 most important results I must create today? Not tasks, not activities, results. Smart workers focus on outcome, not activity. They care about impact, not motion. A shop owner counts money, cleans his desk, checks prices, opens old files. He stays busy for 10 hours, but he never promotes his products, improves customer service, creates new offers, talks to more clients, markets online. Result? No growth, no increase in sales, just a tired shopkeeper. Now imagine a smart shop owner, works only 5 hours, spends 2 hours on Instagram ads, talks to customers directly, gives discount offers, sends WhatsApp messages to old buyers, collects reviews, sales double, because he worked on results, not rituals. Hardworking student, reads 10 chapters, highlights everything, rewrites 20 pages, studies all day, but forgets to solve previous exam papers. Smart student, spends 2 hours solving actual questions, focuses on high-weight topics, studies less, scores more. Busy person, watches 5 motivational videos, makes 10 goals, talks about success, tries new habits every day. Smart person, chooses 1 goal, works on it for 30 days, tracks daily, makes real change. There's a famous story. A factory machine stopped working. The whole production stopped. The company was losing thousands every hour. They called an old expert. He walked in, looked at the machine, took out a small hammer. Tap. The machine started again. He sent a bill. $10,000. The owner was shocked. "You only hit it once." The expert said, "Hitting it with a hammer, $1. Knowing where to hit, $9,999. That's the power of smart action. Ask this every morning. If I could only do one thing today, what would create the biggest result? Then do that first. This is called the domino task. It's the one task that makes everything else easier. When you start your day with that task, you feel confident. You create momentum. You avoid wasting time. You move forward. Let me tell you a harsh truth. Sometimes we stay busy to avoid doing the one thing that really matters. We answer emails instead of calling the client. We rearrange files instead of writing the proposal. We design our resume instead of applying for the job. We take notes instead of recording that English-speaking video. We research ideas instead of starting the project. This is not productivity. This is fear wearing a busy mask. You must remove that mask. Don't confuse movement with progress. A rocking chair moves, but it goes nowhere. Working 12 hours a day is not impressive. Creating results in 2 hours is. Don't try to look busy. Try to become effective, because nobody pays you for effort. They pay you for outcomes. So starting tomorrow, stop tracking your hours. Start tracking your wins. Stop doing everything. Start doing what matters. Stop being available to everyone. Start being committed to your results. This is the path of smart workers. This is the path of winners. This is the path of freedom. Lesson 5. Single tasking is a superpower. The person who chases 2 rabbits catches none. But the person who locks eyes on 1 rabbit and catches it every time. In today's world, everyone is trying to do everything. Watching YouTube while replying to messages. Writing notes while checking Instagram. Eating lunch while watching motivational videos. Studying while talking to friends. Working while switching tabs every 30 seconds. This is called multitasking. And people think it makes them productive. But the truth? Multitasking is killing your focus, your brain, your results, your energy, and your growth. It's the biggest enemy of smart work. And today, we're going to destroy it forever and replace it with your new superpower, single tasking. People say, "I can do 5 things at once. I'm a multitasker." But your brain was not designed for multitasking. It was designed for deep focus. When you switch between tasks, your brain needs 15 to 25 minutes to refocus. Your memory becomes weaker. Your stress goes higher. Your energy burns faster. Your work becomes slower. Your mistakes increase. Your results drop. So the person who's doing 5 things at once is actually doing everything badly. Imagine you're trying to read a book, but every 2 minutes, someone taps your shoulder, shows you a meme, tells you a joke, gives you a new topic, plays a loud sound. How much can you actually understand? Almost nothing. Now imagine you're in a quiet room. No distractions. You read one page at a time. You underline. You breathe. You think. Now you absorb the knowledge. That's the difference between a distracted mind and a single-tasking mind. One is fog. The other is focus. A lion never chases three animals at once. He watches, he waits, he focuses, he locks in, he goes after one, and he doesn't stop until he gets it. Now imagine if a lion chased one deer, then suddenly ran after a rabbit, then got distracted by a bird. What would happen? He would die of hunger. That's what happens to your goals when you multitask. Your dream dies slowly because your attention keeps running away. A study from Stanford University found multitaskers are actually worse at filtering information. They are slower at switching between tasks. They remember less. They are more easily distracted. Your brain needs full power to focus. When you multitask, it's like running 5 apps on an old phone. It heats up, slows down, crashes. Smart people close everything else and go all in on one task at a time. Choose one task. Set a 25-minute timer. Put your phone on airplane mode. Turn off notifications. Do only that one task. Take a 5-minute break. Repeat. This is called the Pomodoro technique. It's not just a productivity trick. It's a brain-sharpening weapon. Multitasking student studies while texting, listens to music while reading, scrolls Instagram during breaks, watches one YouTube video, then another, then another. He feels like he's studying for 6 hours, but he remembers nothing, gets low marks, feels tired and angry. Single-tasking student, turns off phone, studies one subject for 45 minutes, takes a 10-minute walk, solves one paper with full attention, tracks his progress. He studies 2 hours a day, but scores 90% because clarity beats chaos. Multitasking worker, replies to emails, answers messages, checks WhatsApp, edits files, all at once, opens 15 tabs, gets confused, works all day, finishes nothing, feels frustrated and slow. Single-tasking worker, spends 1 hour only writing the report, spends 30 minutes only replying to emails, closes tabs, phone off, zero noise, finishes 3 tasks with excellence. Who gets promoted? The one who brings results. And results come from focus. Most people say, I can't focus, my attention is weak. But focus is not a talent. It's a muscle, and you can train it. The same way you train your body. How? Start with 15-minute focus blocks. Slowly increase to 30, then 45, then 60 minutes. Remove distractions one by one. Sit in silence for 5 minutes daily. Train your brain to be still. Meditate. Breathe deeply before you begin your work. Use noise-canceling headphones or focus music. Within 30 days, your mind becomes laser sharp. 1 hour, one task, no distractions. Simple, powerful, life-changing. The best results come when you respect one thing at a time. One goal, one decision, one block of focus, one conversation, one mission. Multitasking is like drinking 5 juices at once. You taste nothing. Single-tasking is like enjoying the full flavor of one glass. With clarity. Don't just be present, be focused. Don't just work, go deep. Don't just touch everything, master one thing. The world is noisy. People are distracted. Everyone is in a hurry, but no one is arriving anywhere. You must be different. You must become the person who can. Sit still when others are shaking. Focus deep when others are scattered. Do one thing with power while others do 10 things with weakness. Finish tasks with precision. Protect their brain like gold. Because in a world full of chaos, the one who controls their attention controls their success. And that person is you. Lesson 6. Use the 80-20 rule like a genius. What if I told you most of your effort, most of your hard work, most of your long hours, most of your stress is being wasted? Yes, wasted. Because only a small percentage of what you do actually creates the majority of your results. This is called the 80-20 rule. And it's not just theory. It's a law of life. It's the reason why some people succeed quickly while others stay stuck for years. Some students study less but top the class. Some businesses grow faster even with fewer products. Some creators go viral while others burn out. And today, I'll teach you how to use this rule like a genius. In very simple, very real, and very powerful ways. The 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, says 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. Let's break it down with very simple examples. 80% of your success comes from 20% of your habits. 80% of your happiness comes from 20% of your relationships. 80% of your problems come from 20% of your bad decisions. 80% of your income comes from 20% of your skills or clients. 80% of your stress comes from 20% of your distractions. What does this mean? You don't have to do everything to succeed. You just need to do the few right things, with focus and consistency. A student studies 10 chapters, but in the exam, 80% of questions come from just 2 chapters. If the student had focused deeply on those 2 chapters, he'd score much higher. A business sells 10 products, but 80% of the money comes from just 2 products. Smart entrepreneurs stop wasting time on the other 8 and double down on the 2 that actually work. A YouTuber makes 50 videos, but 80% of the views come from just 5 videos. A smart creator studies those 5 and makes more content like them. You do 10 different exercises at the gym, but only 2 or 3 exercises, like squats, deadlifts, push-ups, give you 80% of your strength and results. Are you starting to see it? Most things in life are noise. Only a few things create real impact. Most people live by the 100 rule. I'll do everything. I'll work harder. I'll try every idea. I'll chase every goal. They say yes to everyone. They open every email. They try every tip. They keep adding more and more and more. And what do they get? Overwhelm, burnout, confusion, mediocrity, weak results. Because they are focused on quantity, not quality. But the smart worker, the high performer, lives by the 80-20 rule. Here's the mindset of people who use the 80-20 rule to win in life. They ask powerful questions like, what are the 20% of tasks that bring 80% of my progress? What are the 20% of people who cause 80% of my stress? What are the 20% of habits that give me 80% of my energy? What are the few moves that actually create momentum? They eliminate the rest. They don't waste time. They don't chase everything. They focus only on what works. That's how they move faster, with less noise, less stress, and more success. Take a notebook and answer these questions honestly. Goals audit. Which 20% of my goals give me the most meaning, growth, and excitement? Focus only on those. Ignore the rest. Task audit. Which daily tasks actually create results? Like Writing content equals result. Scrolling Instagram equals no result. Cut the time wasters. People audit. Who are the top 3 people that support me, energize me, believe in me? Spend more time with them. Limit time with others. Income audit. Which skills or clients give me most of my money or opportunities? Focus on improving those skills, nurturing those clients. Energy audit. Which habits give me energy? Which habits steal it? Do more of the good ones: sleep, exercise, reading. Cut the bad ones: late nights, junk food, mindless scrolling. This simple audit will change your entire mindset. Start with a Focus 3 list. Every morning, don't write 20 tasks. Instead, ask, what are the 3 tasks that will create 80% of my results today? Write only those. Do them first. Everything else is optional. Build a not-to-do list. Most people only make to-do lists. Smart people make not-to-do lists. Don't check phone before 10 a.m. Don't reply instantly to every message. Don't say yes to unimportant meetings. Don't overthink small things. Don't chase 10 goals at once. This clears your mind and protects your time. Use time blocks for high-impact work. Find your peak hours, when your mind is most focused, usually mornings. Block 1 to 2 hours. Do only the task that gives you big returns. Record video. Speak English out loud. Finish client work. Solve main problem. Learn a skill that makes you richer. No multitasking, no distractions. Only high-value actions. A man was running a company that made almost no profit. He worked 12 hours daily, managed 20 products, replied to hundreds of emails. He was busy, he was tired, but his business was flat. One day, a mentor told him, "Go find the 20% of your business that's actually working." He checked. One product was responsible for 80% of the profit. One client was giving 80% of referrals. One type of ad brought most of the sales. One employee did most of the work. The rest was noise. So he stopped promoting other products, focused on that one winning item, fired useless vendors, cut down his work by 50%. In 3 months, his income doubled. He didn't hustle more. He didn't work longer. He just applied the 80-20 rule. Don't waste your energy trying to do everything. Find the few things that truly matter and go all in on them. This is the mindset of champions. This is the secret of smart workers. This is the rule that separates noise from power. You don't need more hours. You need more clarity. You don't need more effort. You need better decisions. You don't need to chase every goal. You need to find the few goals that make you feel alive. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you did. It's about what you actually achieved. And 80% of your success is waiting for you. Inside the 20% of your effort that you're not fully using yet. Make the shift today. Become the 80-20 genius. Lesson 7. Work with your brain, not against it. Your brain is not a machine. It's a living, breathing system. If you work against it, it will break you. But if you work with it, it will build the life you dream of. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your motivation disappears for no reason? Do you start the day strong, then suddenly lose energy? Do you feel mentally tired even if you haven't done much physical work? Do you want to focus but your mind keeps running in 10 directions? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're weak. And it's definitely not because you're not capable. It's because you're not working with your brain. You're working against it. And this one mistake is what's stealing your results, your focus, your peace, and your growth. Let's break a myth. Most people believe, the more I force myself to work, the more I will achieve. That's a lie. The brain has rhythms, like the waves in the ocean. It has natural highs and natural lows. It can give you 2 to 4 hours of deep focus a day, if you use it correctly. But if you try to work against its rhythm, you lose creativity, you lose motivation, you burn out, you start hating your work. You live in brain fog. This is what happens to most people. They fight their brain instead of understanding it. Let's change that. Rule 1. Find your golden hours. Your brain has a peak performance time every day. It's your job to find it and protect it like treasure. For most people, this is in the morning. The brain is fresh, clear, energized, creative, ready. But what do most people do in the morning? Check their phone, watch random videos, reply to messages, scroll social media, waste their peak energy on low-value distractions. This is a crime against your potential. Smart strategy. Block 1 to 2 hours in the morning for deep work. No phone, no calls, no interruptions. Use this time for your most important goal. Learning English, writing, building, creating, practicing. This one habit can change your life in 30 days because your brain is a rocket ship in the morning. But if you waste that fuel, it won't fly. Rule 2. Honor the ultradian rhythm. Your brain works in cycles. It's called the ultradian rhythm. Every 90 to 120 minutes, your brain needs a break. You focus hard, then you recover. You can't sit for 5 hours straight and expect miracles. That's not smart. That's self-destruction. Smart strategy. Work for 50 to 90 minutes. Take a 10 to 20-minute break. Move your body, walk, stretch, breathe. Then come back with new energy. This creates a natural rhythm. Work, rest, work, rest. Productivity with peace. Results without burnout. This is brain-friendly success. Rule 3. Feed your brain. Right. Your brain is not made of metal. It's made of fat, water, oxygen, and electricity. It needs clean fuel to work well. But what do most people eat? Sugary snacks, junk food, heavy meals, energy drinks, processed garbage. And then they ask, why can't I focus? Why do I feel sleepy after lunch? Why am I irritated all day? Because your brain is starving for nutrition. Smart strategy. Eat like a peak performer. Drink water as soon as you wake up. Eat fruits, nuts, seeds, oats in the morning. Add leafy greens and healthy fats like avocado, almonds, walnuts. Avoid sugar before work. Eat light during the day to stay sharp. Your brain will thank you with clarity, memory, speed, and focus. Rule 4. Let your brain sleep to win. If you don't let your brain rest, it will start destroying your health before you even realize it. Sleep is not weakness. Sleep is the most powerful brain upgrade tool ever created. During sleep, your brain cleans itself. It stores your memories. It recharges your emotions. It heals your body. It builds focus and willpower for the next day. No millionaire sacrifices sleep. No athlete sacrifices recovery. No smart person ignores this rule. Smart strategy. Sleep 7 to 8 hours every night. Sleep in a dark, quiet room. Avoid phone, laptop 1 hour before bed. Write your next day's goals before sleeping, so your brain processes them overnight. Sleep and wake at the same time daily. Use the no-screen bedtime rule to protect your deep sleep. Sleep is not rest. It's preparation for greatness. Your brain is not your enemy. It's your greatest partner, but only if you treat it right. Don't abuse your brain with Chaos, multitasking, poor food, negative media, sleepless nights, constant noise. Instead, love it, feed it, rest it, use it like the magical machine it is. Because when your brain is aligned, you become unstoppable. And when your brain is fighting you stay stuck forever, no matter how hard you try. So stop fighting. Start flowing. This is how smart work begins. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to work smarter and speak better English. So if you're ready to grow your mind and your life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.